deadly crash involving a truck carrying millions of bees. Firefighters deal with the swarm before they can get to the victims. Tonight, for the first time,
all I felt was a big boom and a bunch of bangs.
We're hearing from the driver of that bee truck. And we just learned in the last 30 minutes a second person has died from today's crash. Good evening, I'm Bill Lund.
I'm Leah McLean. I-35 near Lakeville was closed for several hours today. Fire crews sprayed water on the crash scene, not to put out flames, but to disperse millions of bees that escaped during this crash. Susanna Song is live along I-35 tonight. Susanna?
Leah, here we are above Interstate 35, where just in the last few hours, the northbound lanes reopened. Now, tonight we did speak with the driver who lost millions of bees today, but he says while it is sad, it doesn't compare to the loss of a life. Two cars driving in the middle of semis.
And crushed them.
The semi behind couldn't stop in time.
All I felt was a big boom and a bunch of bangs, and next thing I know, he's right beside my window.
Darren Strauss was behind the wheel of the semi in the front, hauling bees for the Minnesota company Bauer Honey. The cars behind him had nowhere to go but into his flatbed, knocking down hundreds of beehives.
I saw this big black cloud. I was wondering what that was. I opened up my door and got stung in the face by a couple of bees.
As traffic came to a standstill, millions of bees swarmed.
The first responders on the scene were hampered in their ability to respond because of the bees that were swarming and made it difficult for them to get up to the area, up to the cars.
For hours, firefighters wearing protective gear hosed down the bees in the air and also sprayed water over the unhampered colonies on the truck to keep them calm. But Strauss told us most likely millions of bees won't make it.
I can replace beehives, that isn't a big deal, but a life is a life, you know, and I'm very sorry for their family and stuff. It wasn't a very good situation, not at all.
And again, late tonight, we learned that a second person died in that crash. We're waiting for State Patrol to release both of their names. Reporting live in Lakeville, Susanna Song, 5 Eyewitness News.
And tonight we know that more than 6 million bees escaped in that accident. That's 2 million more bees than first reported. Bauer Honey, based in northwestern Minnesota. The company's owner tells us that the truck was carrying 700 colonies. There are 25,000 bees in each colony. So that means that there were more than 17 million bees on the truck at the time of the crash. The owner of Bauer Honey tells us they probably lost about $30,000 in bees and extra transportation.
A White Bear Lake family is grieving tonight. They are also looking for answers. 17-year-old Patrick Marzatelli was filling a truck with fuel at the Anoka County Blaine Airport Friday night when he died. How exactly it happened, still a question. Jennifer Griswold spoke with his parents tonight. She's live from the newsroom. Jenny.
Bill, his parents told us they wanted to pay tribute to their smart, ambitious son, and that's why they spoke tonight. But they also have one concern. They say it took too long for the medical examiner to notify them.
Red shirts filled White Bear Lake High School in honor of Patrick Marzatelli's favorite color.
We got a long life ahead of us, and you know, when something like this happens, it really does give you a reality check.
Marzatelli was a big brother to 3 boys. At 17, he was learning how to fly planes.
If he wanted something, he did not stop until he got it done or got what he wanted.
He worked with Cirrus flight operations at the airport in Blaine. Friday night, he sent a text to his girlfriend saying he got blasted by fuel while filling a truck. At some point, he opened the hatch of the truck.
He became asphyxiated, and he had dropped into the fueling tank.
He died there, but his parents didn't find out until 5 hours later.
I only got to view him through a window. I didn't get to touch him and hold him when he was still warm. So I'm really upset about that and want that to change.
But more than anything else, his parents want his memory to live on.
That's what we've been doing the last few days as people come over. That's what we're going to do all the way through the service, and we're going to find ways to do it the rest of our lives.
Investigators told me so far they can only say no one else played a role in his death. His parents say police ruled out that he was huffing or did this on purpose. They never saw those as possibilities anyway. Live in the newsroom, Jennifer Griswold, 5 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jenny. Well, did you feel it out there today? Hot. In fact, record-breaking heat today.
You couldn't miss the heat today. Meteorologist Dave Dahl has more on this record-breaking heat. What we get, 95 degrees today, Dave?
95, that
Wow.
is the record, and it shattered the old record. It goes back a long ways. 135 years ago, we were 88 on this date, so we shattered that today with that 95. Look at the normal high, it's only 73. Well, now there is some relief on the way in the form of some thunderstorms developing out to our west. That thunderstorm activity could become strong tonight in western Minnesota. I'm going to show you, while it's headed this way, when they could become strong right here with our forecast.
A driver accused of jumping a curb, driving over grass, and hitting a woman is now charged with first-degree assault. Police say that John Babcock rammed the victim's car at least 3 times, then hit her when she got out in the parking lot of Hill Murray School on Thursday night. She now has serious injuries, including broken bones in her back.
How do you ask a girl to marry you while you're both stuck in an Iranian prison? Minnesotan Shane Bauer found a way. Bauer proposed to his girlfriend, Bauer Shourd, in prison. The hikers plan to get married as soon as they're released. Their mothers brought back this picture of Sarah showing off her ring. Shane made it with threads from his own shirt.
They're very strong, but the fact is they're afraid. They're afraid that this, you know, they know it's going to end. They believe they're going to be out, but it's scary for them to wonder how long this is going to take.
The mothers just got back from visiting them in Iran. Bauer's mother will be back in Minnesota tomorrow. Josh Fatal, the third hiker, he's going to be the best man in the wedding.
Dozens of students dressed in rival gang colors get in a brawl inside of a metro school. Tonight, why this fake fight may still have real consequences for the students involved.
And what is in this pouch mimics marijuana's effects on the brain. And it's perfectly legal, folks. What you need to know about it coming up.
High winds snap a 60-foot oak tree falling onto a 2-year-old New Ulm boy. I'm Chris O'Connell, live in Minneapolis. Coming up, why that little boy has his father to thank for saving his life.